Hi, Pat from Northwoods again, ready to do our card number 1. This is our spring card. This is one of my very favorite vases that it's actually a vase from 2012. It's a beautiful spring vase that I've chosen to color in pinks and purples. So what we're going to do is look at your staged instructions. We'll set your card aside. And what I did on all of these classes is I staged our coloring, and we'll go step by step. And in addition to putting the marker color down, I also written instructions of how you use that color. So we'll start out with our first step. Now, to make our image pop, we like to use a background marker. I'm going to use, again, 533. It's a real forgiving marker. And just scribble around your vase. All the way around, kind of between here, all the way around. Just get a layer of color down, but not below, because we're gonna use yellow, so we don't want to put that background color around that. And then you'll take your wet paint brush. I have 2 brushes. I have a number 6 brush, it's a round tip brush, and a number 4 round tip, a little bit bigger, a little smaller. These are made in Germany. They're really a great brush. It allows you to easily move your marker. So then you dip your paintbrush in the water, take the excess off. You just want your paintbrush to be damp. And then in about a 45-degree angle, you can see how I'm just going to move that color out to the side. I'm pulling it away from the base. But by doing so, it's going to make that image pop. So you can see, just continue to move it. You don't want to see any watermark lines, so you want to not have too much water, but again, just continue to move that paintbrush around. In between here, and again, just keep moving it. Now, if you find you're not moving this with ease, add just a little bit more water, but you can see you just keep moving that around. When you're doing backgrounds, the larger brush, the number 6, works a little bit better. You just have more brush to work with. So we'll continue to do that all the way around your image, all the way around until you get an achieved look like you're seeing on the second stage. So see how that blue now makes that image pop. So that is 533. Okay, the next step, we're going to take your yellow marker, 055, it's Tombow, and then you're going to put a little bit down here on the base, and then you're going to also color the leaves, on the little ferny leaves here, with that yellow. And again, doesn't have to be precise, because we will be adding color to the top of this. But again, 055. And then you don't blend that yellow. So 055. The next step you're going to do is to take marker color 025. It's kind of a harvesty yellow, and you're going to color the centers of your flowers. Just a little bit on each of the center. And again, you won't blend that either, but that's just going to give you a little bit of color on those centers. So all of the centers of each of the flowers. 025. Okay, we're ready to move on to step number 2. We're going to take your marker color 177. It's a kind of a darker green. We're going to add just a little bit with the brush end tip to each of the leaves, also to the little ferns, all the way around the entire image, over the yellow. And then, because it's such a small area, I'm going to use a smaller paintbrush this time. A little bit of water on the smaller brush, and you're going to pull that color out over the yellow. So that's 177, and you're pulling that out through all of the leaves. Now, if you find that your leaves aren't dark enough, just let the paper dry a little bit and add a little bit more of the green color. But you'll go through all of the leaves. Got some little ones here, through here, and then also you can soften these ferns. So you'll get a desired look like you're seeing on step number 3 with your green. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is to take 947, and we're gonna use just a little bit of marker below the base of the base of the vase, and then you're going to take your wet paintbrush and just slightly soften that a little bit. You just give you a little bit of, so just like that. So just soften it. You can clean that off between times if it gets too much on there. Okay, and just soften that, pull that out. So you'll end up with a look like on step number 3. Okay, next we're going to take a beautiful purple 623, and you're going to put a generous amount around each of the edges of part of the flowers here. Generous amount. And then with your wet paintbrush, you're just going to pull that color together, soften that, so you have a little bit of white highlights in the center. Okay, so again, just like so. Okay, then finally you're going to take 703, which is a pink color, and again, put a generous amount on the outer edge of each of the remaining flowers, like so. And then also, I want you to put some, we're going to make this vase pink, and we're going to pull that color in. So we're going to color on the outside, and then with the wet paintbrush, pull it in. So for that, pull those colors together. Okay, and then for the vase, what I'm going to do is take the bigger the bigger brush, and on this, what you want to do, you don't want it to be all white. You want to have, I'm sorry, all pink. You want to have some highlights of white here. So you're going to pull that over, but not completely color it all in white. So just like so. And again, if you want your base a little darker, you can add more color. So that's your coloring. Very easy to do. Now what we're going to do next is we have the card already mounted on your card, already colored. Now this, we're going to use a few colors of glitter on here. What we're going to do is use 2 of the colors from our new Floral Easter Fun set, a purple that is called Whisper and a pink that is called Petal Pink. So we're going to add a little bit of glue, and again, this is our art glitter glue with our tip, and allows you to add the glue very finely with our ultra fine glitters. So a little bit, and again, you don't need a lot. So here's some over the purple. And then here's some over the pink. And again, you can see how really very little I'm doing. But again, it's all about making your colored image pop. I'm going to put a little bit here on the side of the vase too. And then the green I'm going to use is from our Spooky Harvest set. It's called Key Lime. And I'm going to add some green over the leaves here, down here. Again, you don't need to glitter everything. I've just have chosen 3 colors that I think would be fun to use. But again, it's all about making what your beautiful colored image pop. So that's our completed card when you're done. Again, our first spring floral arrangement. I'm sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
How did you mount it?
How did I mount it? Paul, my able-bodied assistant. I mounted it again using the bow bunny. I use, again, scraps of paper, the pink and the green, just cut it in half. I used a layer of green right next to the image just to make it pop a little bit more. And then the gold glossy paper, and then used a pink cardstock. So again, thank you for our patience. This is so new to us in doing videos. So my able-bodied assistant, Paul, is such a great help. So thank you. We've completed card number 1.